Hey, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of The Jump. If this is your first time here, welcome. Now, Jump is all about getting to the next level. We're not talking about jumping and jumping. We're talking about jumping to get you to just be successful. Now, my next guest is fantastic. I was actually on her show, and we talked about the marketing and how you can get ahead. So I can't wait for you to meet her. So stay tuned. Let's get ready to jump.
You know you should be doing something different, right? Hey, I'm talking to you. Do you believe that you have the gift for greatness or have a special talent, but don't have the courage to take that next step? Always wondering how others made it look so easy? Well, welcome to Jump, the show that will bring you special guests just like you and me. How did they get the courage to jump into greatness? Doing what they love and living the good life. So, get ready to jump with your host, Charles Matthews Jr.
Yes, and welcome to The Jump. Now, are you ready for a great interview? Now, this next person has her own show. I was actually on her show, and she's going to tell you a little bit about how she got started, and we're going to get into a little tips and tricks, so you can't go nowhere. Please welcome to the show. There you go. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Charles?
Like, nobody knows what we go through when we're doing podcast shows. And we tell them the story, how this happened, they wouldn't believe it right now. But thank you so much for jumping onto the show. Before we get started, tell us about your podcast. I was on your show and I had a great time. Tell us a little bit about your podcast.
Sure. My podcast is called the Dragon Digital Marketing Podcast, named after my digital marketing agency, Dragon Digital Marketing. And it's a small business marketing podcast. So I break everything down in simple terms for small business owners who want to learn more about how to market their business online, build an online presence, and help them to no longer feel overwhelmed by all of the possibilities that are out there and all of the different channels and technologies and all of that, so they can go digital and still grow and scale their business right now. In this time, there's a lot of opportunities. There you go. So make sure you catch her. She does post every week a great guest and help you get your market. And I'll be honest with you, when we were talking, we were teaching each other, and I learned a lot from you, and I actually implemented it into my system. So that's how I started to grow. So make sure you check her out. That's great. Now, let's get to know you a little better. Born and raised, give us some background. Who are you? Yes. So my name is Monique Idemudia. I was born and raised in Germany. My mom is German and my dad is African American. So yeah, I grew up in Germany, went to school there, and I was always a creative person and knew from a very early age onwards that I wanted to do something creative with my life. But I've also always liked math in high school and things. So I'm also an analytical person who likes data and who likes to analyze things and make sure that things are efficient and, crunching the numbers. I have fun doing that. So I always knew that I wanted to kind of combine that in my career and do both and, do something that's as multifaceted as it possibly can be. So it never gets boring, never gets old. There's always some change going on and new things to learn, because I wouldn't be able to do the, very same thing day in and day out. That's not something that's for me. I need some action going on.
You need stimulus. You need to keep going.
Yes.
So I always ask my guests the same question, is because I need to know, the little girl in you growing up. Give me your top 3 jobs. Like when you saw yourself growing up, like, when you see people on TV or stuff, who did you want to be? What did you want to be?
Exactly. As a little girl, when I was growing up and, seeing people on TV, I wanted to be like them. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be like a singer, dancer, actress, pop star, something like that, something along those lines.
Pop star. And then who's your favorite pop star growing up?
Growing up, I think that was the Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera time. Yes, that was it.
All right. So pop star never worked out. So what was the next one growing up?
The next one was being a designer. I got into design through fashion design. And then through fashion design, I got into graphics design and stuff. And yeah, I really liked that. And I wanted to be a designer.
Yep, I can see it, because every time I'm looking at your post and you're always fashionable, you're always looking good. So I can see the fashion. So there's superstar, then the fashion. And after that, where did we go?
Yeah, so it went from fashion design to graphics design to web design. And then from web design, I just thought to myself, why would I not learn to be able to actually build and develop the websites that I'm designing here? So I got into web development and I took a course on HTML and CSS at Unlock Academy. It was an online course. And then I was like a full front end web developer and got into that, and that again helped me with marketing as well. So yeah, all of those skills that I've learned along the way helped me with my marketing career.
All right. So tell us your first jobs growing up. What was your jobs growing up? Like for me, you try the newspaper route, then I worked at a bookstore, then you know what I mean? What was your route for business?
I did a lot of things. I've had a lot of side jobs, even as a student. I worked in sales before as an outdoor sales rep, like knocking on doors, selling insurances. I worked at a call center before. I worked as a barista before. What else did I do? I've been waitressing. I've really done a lot of things, a variety of different things. Yeah.
You put your hand in a lot of pots. And what did you learn from each one?
I learned working with people, and that is so important. That is probably one of the most important things. And I'm also thankful for all of those experiences with those jobs that I've had because it really, yeah, it really got me I'm a great judge of character right now. I would really say that about myself. And it really helped me to just communicate with people and just, yeah, see people, feel people, get them, and yeah, that helps me so much in my work if you can do that, and if you have empathy for people and you can pick up on vibes and really build rapport as a key thing with everybody out there, so you can have a great conversation with everyone and really connect with people and build great relationships. And that's why it's so great if you have the opportunity to meet a lot of people and work with a lot of people every day.
So tell us, I want to go back to the web design because I find that really interesting that you just said, hey, I don't want to just have a website. I want to know how it starts to finish, the ins and outs. Give us, if people don't know the coding part, tell us about that.
Yeah, so that is really a passion of mine. So I was so passionate about designing things and creating those beautiful web designs. So I wanted to bring them to life too. And I've learned how to code websites with actual code like HTML and CSS code without using like a website builder platform like WordPress or things like that. And yeah, it's really taught me a lot. It helps you with your analytical thinking, and it just helps you to build something that's special, that's out of the ordinary, that's completely personalized and customized. So you're not dependent on any template anymore, or whenever the developer updates a template, or, all of those things, you can just do your thing and you can make things look exactly how you want them to look and how they serve your business. And for me, it's always been fun doing it. So yeah, that was something that I did. And then again, building and optimizing websites helped me so much in understanding SEO, for example, search engine optimization, which is really important in digital marketing, in the digital marketing space. And everything just fed into each other, and it just fell into my lap.
Yeah, one thing I do like about what you're doing in your business is you didn't just say, well, I'm going to do social media marketing. You understand it because you took the classes. You understand how computers work. You understand what they're looking for. So that was a great aspect. But then here's the question. After doing all those jobs, everything you want to do, how'd you have the confidence to pull the trigger? How'd you have the confidence to say, eh, enough of this. It's time for me to open up my own company. Because, like I was saying to you before, a lot of people are even scared to go register their business. You just said, okay, you know something? I'm going to do it. What was the thing? What was that one day you woke up and go, I need to have my own business?
Yeah, it was a must for me. It was like no question at all, even. I've always had that entrepreneurial spirit in me, and I've been procrastinating. I started developing a liking for business at a very early age, at 14, 15, 16 years old, I knew that I wanted to go to business school and study business administration and learn more about business. And looking at all of the majors that you can select, marketing was the one that spoke to me the most. And the more that I learned and researched about marketing, the more I started liking it. So I got some job experiences there as well. I've been working as a working student in a marketing department of a company from my freshman year onwards, and just learned all sides of marketing, not just the pretty glamorous parts, but also the stuff that's going on in the back end, and everything that related to that profession. So I really liked that, and then I knew, okay, this is a great career choice for me. I'm not just having this fantasy in my head about that. About marketing, which is not the reality, and then I'll be disappointed afterwards. So I went all in. I took all of those classes. I read books, like you just said, and just really built my skill set and went all in there. And I was procrastinating to start my own business. So I can really feel those people if you're not ready to take that jump yet, to take that leap yet, to build your own business. For me, it was just like, personally, I've always wanted to work for a big company, climb the corporate ladder, have a fancy title next to my name, and do that. And then I just realized the corporate world isn't really for me. It's not fulfilling. It doesn't, make me feel happy. I want to start my own business and I can't wait anymore. And everything is just an excuse like, oh, I need more years of experience. I need to do this and that and have this and that. The best way to learn is learning by doing. So eventually, because I just didn't feel fulfilled enough in life, and I was just, I wasn't happy getting up in the morning. Every time that alarm clock went off, I was like, oh, not again. I have to go there again. Just looking at the clock every couple of minutes, waiting until I can finally go home. And yeah, that's just what it was like. And I was like, it can't be like that until my retirement. I need to do something, you only live once, and you should be happy every day and live life to the fullest. So eventually I started my own business. Of course, I made a plan before I started it, and I mapped everything out, and I really put a lot of thought into everything, even like the nitty-gritty details. But the information is out there. You can learn it, or you can hire a consultant, or something who can help you as well to finally do it. And believe me, you won't regret it. The freedom that you have, you can control your own schedule. There's just so many advantages. You'll feel a lot better, and you're really building something, so you can be proud of yourself.
Well, let me ask you this, because we have a lot of Twitch listeners. They're on Twitch. They're trying to build their following. They're trying to build their brand, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you go live and there's nobody watching. You know what I mean? How do you not give up? How do you keep going as an entrepreneur and go, okay, I'll keep going? You know what I mean? Like, some of these guys are on Twitch for years, and they're just trying to build their brand and build their brand. What do you say to those guys?
Yeah, first of all, I absolutely feel you. That's how I started. I've had no audience to draw from. I've built everything from scratch. I didn't have a following. I didn't have an email list starting out. None of that. I created all of my social media accounts. They're fairly new. I haven't been on LinkedIn. Like, I was just a, college student. I was just a girl starting out. So the key is to just imagine your life, how you want it to be. Think about your dream. Think about your goals. And that's just the process. That's what it requires, what it takes to get there. And most people don't get it because they give up too early. So
Right.
you have to follow through. And even if you have just, one follower or one viewer, that is one person whose life you can impact, and you can give them a tip. They go ahead and execute it and realize, okay, what he or she is telling me right here is actually true. It works. I should, share that with my friends and tune in more often and listen and watch more often, because what they're telling me is real, and the person really knows what they're talking about. They have some social proof to show it, and you'll build that trust. We call it the know, like, and trust factor. This is a huge thing in marketing. People are not ready to, buy something from you if they feel like they don't know you, they don't trust you, and they don't like you. So they have to see you as a sympathetic person. And the more you show up and, you stream on Twitch, people can see you. They see how you talk, how you move, your mimics, your gestures. They feel like they're getting to know you. They're slowly getting to like you too, because it's so personal. It's not like if you're reading a blog post from someone, well, let's just text. You don't have that connection like on a live video, like a live stream.
Right.
So people get to know and like you. And if you practice what you preach, you're honest, you're authentic, you're giving away great, valuable information. It helps people out, solves problems for them. Ideally, you're entertaining at the same time. They trust you too. And step by step, you start having, results that you can show. You get good reviews, you get testimonials, you get people raving about you and what you're doing. You're collaborating with people. You're invited to speak at events. You're on stage. You're interviewed at a person's podcast, and all of that builds more and more trust, and it just snowballs into that effect. And it starts with one person. It can grow exponentially.
Right.
People share it with their people, so you have to show up every day. And think about that. And that's how everybody started, actually. So everybody started from zero at some point.
Right. So let's talk about the failures, though, because they always see the good side. They don't see the failure side. So give us a quick story on something that you tried and failed, and then you learned from what you happened.
Yes. I'm a big advocate for measuring everything, tracking as much as you can. Of course, it has to make sense. You don't just want to track a metric just because you can track it and it doesn't, tell you everything. It gives you no actionable insights. But that's what I do meticulously. So I'm big on reporting, and I always, see, okay, what are the results that I'm actually getting? And if I haven't reached my goal, I do a gap analysis, and I just think to myself, okay, what could I have done better? What could I have done differently? Where is some potential that I haven't used yet? And I always do that to make sure that I'm on track. And if you do that, there really is no failure, quote unquote, per se, because failure is like part of your journey to success. You have to fail your way to success. It's not the opposite of success. It's part of the process, because you have to learn from something. You have to get insights to learn and then self-reflect and then do it better to become better step by step, incrementally, but over time. That has a huge effect. So the small steps that you don't realize that they even make a difference right now, they'll make a huge difference if you look back like a month ago or 3 months ago or a year ago, and so on and so forth. So don't see failure as your enemy. And don't just self-reflect and think about what you've done weeks after, months after, and then you realize, oh, that hasn't been effective at all that time. It's all been for nothing. I'm going to give up now. This makes no sense. This is not working. I'm done. Ideally, really reflect yourself weekly, bi-weekly, monthly would be okay too, but ideally you really do it more often, depending on what you do, obviously, what it is that you're doing, your industry, your goals, and so on and so forth. But you should always be tracking your success and setting goals before you even take action in the first place, because how are you going to know what action you're going to take if you don't know where you want to go? Like, you have to say, okay, this is the status quo. I'm not happy right now, but this is where I want to be, and then map it out strategically.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I want to talk about the naysayers, okay? I want to talk about, we're going, but then you always got that friend or that person with you that always says, give up. No one's watching you. Why you keep going? You know what I mean? Let's talk about that after the break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people to do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish, and in the same time, do some marketing to help you sell your product. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online go to cmjent.com.
Hey, it's okay if you're driving or too busy to take notes. Charles has your parachute packed with all the info you need to jump into success. Check out the links section for all the tools you need to land safe. Now, let's keep falling with Charles and his special guest.
Yes, we're live here with my special guest. And before the break, we were talking about the naysayers. We want to ask, okay, there's always going to be that one or two people that says, give up. Why do you keep going? There's nobody there. You've been at it for months. I don't see no likes or subscribes. You only got 20 subscribers, man. Why do you keep going? Explain about those naysayers.
Yes, it's really simple. Cut them off. 3 words, no exceptions to the rule. No excuses. They're not your friends. If they don't have your back, they're not supporting you, they're not rooting for you, they don't want the best for you in life and want to see you happy and fulfilled and reaching your goals, they're not your friends, and there's no point in you wasting your time and energy and still being associated with them. Period. There's 9 billion people on the planet. You're gonna find your tribe. You're gonna find your people. Don't worry. You're gonna get there. And yeah, it also helps you to be less distracted on your way to success on the path that you're on. You just have to do it. You just have the strength to do it. Those people are jealous. They're not on their purpose themselves, and they just envy you because you have the courage to do it and to, push through and to be consistent, even if nobody is watching yet. Okay, that's important. This little word, yet. People will discover you and follow you, and you will build your community. You'll get your, following, your fans, your supporters that like you and look up to you and listen to you over time. You cannot build an audience overnight, and you're doing the right thing. You're gaining experience, you're, using your time in a good way and not just wasting it, binge watching TV series, chilling, sleeping, eating junk food, I don't know, doing stuff, but you're doing something productive. You're creating something for the world that can help out other people and provides value for them. So cut everybody off out of your life who's not supportive and use that time otherwise.
Yeah, I like how you went straight to the point. Cut them off. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
No hesitation. It's just no. If they're not supporting you, then because you're always going to hear. You think you're doing well, naysayers. You think you're getting to the next level, naysayers. So, how do you find the right person for your team? Then let me ask you that. How do you find the tribe? You called it the tribe. How do you find your tribe?
You just show up consistently over time and you'll see, oh, there's this one person. He likes every single one of my posts, or she shares every single one of my posts, or he or she always comments and is supportive. And when I'm, scheduling a live stream, they're always there showing up, and they're just, always there and active and engaged, and they support you and they like you. They ask you questions. Oftentimes they reach out to you, send you an email or a private message, a DM, whatever it may be. And you'll always find that 1, 2, maybe 3 people. You'll have a small circle of your core supporters, your core fans, and you'll see it over time if you stay consistent with what you do. And yeah, inevitably, if you're real, you're authentic, you're personal, you're human, somebody is gonna just feel you and get you and think exactly like you. And they're just gonna be exactly at the point in life where you're at, or they're a couple of steps behind you and trying to learn from you and get to where you are. So yeah, there's so many people on the planet. If you put yourself out there, you're gonna find your tribe.
All right. So one more time, tell everybody where they can find you. If they need information, how you can help, how does it work? Give them the lowdown.
Sure. So the best way to reach out to me is through the website, and that is dragon-digital-marketing.com. That's the website of my digital marketing agency, Dragon Digital Marketing. We help small business owners to build an online presence and grow and scale their business with the power of great digital marketing. We don't believe in mediocre marketing. We don't believe in interrupting people in their day and cold calling people up or sending out email blasts to bot lists or bulk messaging people on LinkedIn or whatever, just spamming. We believe in good marketing, and we create amazing content that you can share across multiple platforms that really show the essence of your brand and the vision that you have for yourself, the mission that you're on. And we're going to help you with all of that and give you great tips and strategies and tactics so you can do that.
All right. Now we're going to play a quick game. It's called Pick Three. I need you to pick three numbers between 1 and 10, and I'm going to ask you those questions that you chose for yourself.
Okay, I'm going to pick 1, 3, and 10.
1, 3, and 10. Okay, first question. What is the one thing you wish you would have known before starting your business?
I wish I would have known how long it takes. I got a little bit how long it takes to get traction and to see success and see good results. I got a little bit distracted from, social media. All you see is people's highlight reel, but only very few people show like the raw stuff, the behind the scenes of their real life. All of the failures that they have, we just talked about that and all of that. So I've had like a little bit of an unrealistic expectation and time frame in my head of how long it would take until I can take it from side hustle to full time, and until I just see the success and have built the community and have the amount of people watching me and supporting me that I would like to have. So that is something that I definitely wish I had known earlier, but I still kept going. I didn't get discouraged by it. So yeah.
There you go. All right. Number 3. It says, what advice would you give someone then trying to pursue a business similar to yours?
Do your research really, really well. Make a plan, map everything out just in your head, go through the steps. Like if I had a new client right now, what would I do? You onboard them first. Okay, how do you onboard them? You can do a consultation and think about, okay, what tool are you going to use? Are you going to use Zoom, Google Meet, Skype? How are they going to schedule that consultation? Are you going to use Calendly, Acuity? Is it going to be a back and forth by email? Whatever it is going to be, down to the nitty gritty. Really map out the entire process, write out some SOPs, and then step by step, how do you solve the problem for them? What questions do you need to ask? What information do you need to have about those people before you can get started? Make the payment process really seamless and frictionless. Research the softwares that you need for your accounting, for your project management, for everything essentially. And really make a strategy that encompasses everything about starting your own business. Make sure you choose the right business partner. Make sure you choose the right structure for your business in general. Learn about the differences. Learn about everything. Build a brand, and be consistent from the very beginning onwards.
Right.
Switch around and change different colors and change your logo and change your messaging and this and that. Right. You have to stand for something. It's important.
All right. Here's the last question. It says, number 10, what question, if you were in my position, would you have asked you that I didn't ask?
You have asked me so much, really. I cannot think of anything that you haven't asked yet.
All right. So let me ask you this then. Let's go right into the next game then, and maybe it'll answer my question. We're going to play a quick game before I let you go. It's called Rapid Fire. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Favorite song?
My favorite song? That is such a tough question for me to answer. I really don't have one. I listen to everything. I just let the playlist play.
All right. Favorite hidden talent? What is your hidden talent that nobody knows about?
That I'm a developer maybe, and that I can code.
Oh, okay. So if you need help with that, check her out.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite software to use?
My favorite software to use right now, I use Google Drive a lot. Is that kind of a software? Yeah, that's what I use probably the most.
All right. Song you sing in the shower.
I don't really sing in the shower.
All right. What song do you listen to while you're getting down? Like while you're doing the work? Like what song pumps you up?
I listen to hip hop music and rap music, so I'll play whatever Spotify recommends to me.
All right. Go to snack food.
Probably, I like to snack carrots and bell pepper.
Carrots and milk.
Yeah,
You're a healthy snacker.
yeah, that's right.
Let me ask you this then. Your one treat, if you're gonna go, get that sugar, what is it? The one thing that you're gonna crave.
It's gonna be chocolate.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All
Yeah.
right. This is the final one and the best one. Which social media platform is your favorite?
Currently LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn and yeah, loving it.
There you go, people. If you didn't get to know her, now you do. Make sure you go to her website. And if you just want to say, listen, I'm confused, I need to talk, give her a call. 727 308 0030. 727 308 0030. Give her a call and say, listen, I saw you on the show. I think you can help me out. I'd love to help you with your marketing. Let's talk. Give her a call right there. Listen, before we let you go, any shout outs you want to do? Anybody you want to say hi to? This is your opportunity.
I want to thank everybody who's supportive of me. And I want to thank everybody of your viewers who've been watching. And I hope you got something from this interview and you've learned something and it's helped you out. And yeah.
There you go. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next time. And do remember, it's all about learning. You can do it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you later.